You know the most underrated skill at work? It's not talent, it's not education, it's not even leadership. It's something far simpler. And it blew me away as I saw it played out between two very different colleagues. Stick around because this lesson could transform your career forever. Here's the story. So, I was on an implementation team at a firm. It was a massive project with a tight deadline. The pressure was through the roof. I had to gather data from a department, so I sat down with key staff and two supervisors, Sarah and Diane. Sarah wasn't flashy, she was simple but a hard worker. Diane, on the other hand, was brilliant. Everyone spoke very highly of her. She had an impressive degree, and I was excited to work with her because she was obviously very intelligent. She had tons of experience and was as sharp as a razor. But as the meeting started, I was in for a big disappointment. Diane leaned back, crossed her arms, and said, "Impossible. That's too much data to assemble, and your entire process is flawed." And just like that, silence. The air got heavy, pens dropped, progress dead. I tried to salvage it. I said, "Well, could you at least summarize the critical data so we'll at least have something to work with?" Diane shook her head. "Not with your faulty method. You'll just damage the authenticity of my team's work." My heart sank. I felt a headache building. I had a deadline approaching, and Diane was digging her heels in. I needed divine intervention, and guess what? It came. Sarah leaned forward. Her voice was calm, no drama. She said, "Look, the process isn't perfect, but here's what I can do. I'll pull the data from the server tonight, I'll sort it, and if someone else can double check the summaries, you'll have something by tomorrow." Suddenly, there was energy in the room, heads were nodding, pens were moving again. A plan was forming. Sarah didn't just cooperate, she made progress possible. And this became the pattern. Week after week, Diane would turn every task into a battlefield, every meeting into an argument. I mean, she thought she was raising standards, but really, she was raising barriers. Sarah was totally different. If there was a problem, she offered solutions, not complaints. If she handled something, it got done. She wasn't a pushover. She stood her ground when it mattered, but without bringing everything to a standstill. Working with her felt like winning. So, months later, the new system was finally implemented. Restructuring was coming. Everyone assumed Diane, the well educated genius, would be promoted. But the announcement came: "Congratulations, Sarah!" Here's the truth: everyone appreciates someone who drives processes forward, not drain the enthusiasm out of their colleagues. And good leaders promote trust and momentum. They promote people who make the whole team better. You know, that day I realized something amazing. Sarah's superpower wasn't that she was just nice, it was that she was easy to work with. And there are three main qualities that give us this underrated and undervalued ability. Number one, humility. We don't have to be the main character to have the greatest impact. We should always seek better answers than our own and share credit generously. Number two, resourcefulness. We should see problems as puzzles to be solved. And if there's a stumbling block, we should take the initiative to find a workaround. Number three, ownership. Whenever there's a failure, we shouldn't point fingers. We should own the mistakes, as we own the wins. That's how we build trust and accountability. So ask yourself at work, are you the person who makes things easier? You see, that's the skill we're starving for in today's workplace. And often, it's not the loudest or the smartest who truly win. It's the people who are humble, resourceful, and who take ownership. The people who keep the gears turning because they're easy to work with.